Hey guys, and welcome back to Internet Exploration, where life is strange, and as well the choices that I decide to make for videos are strange, because as you can see, for today's episode of Internet Exploration, we're doing the McDonald's website. Now, why are we doing the McDonald's website? Well, I don't even know, man. At this point, I've become so unhinged that I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, but you know, that happens sometimes. I guess in fairness, I decided to do this website because, you know, we did Burger King, and as well we've done Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese unrelated to Burger King, but you know, we did the Burger King one, so you of course have to be balanced and do the rival, which is of course McDonald's. And for this one as well, I'm planning to do an international because I believe McDonald's has a few international websites as well. They don't compile them as well as they do the Burger King websites, but nonetheless I still do believe that they have them, so we'll do that as well. But without further ado and without dicking around too much, we'll also do some Wayback Machine and look at how the website used to look. Not sure how this one looks, to be honest, because I didn't go on this one back in the day like I did Burger King's. But without further ado, let's just dive the fuck in, because I don't know, let's see what McDonald's website can offer us. So, you know, for starters, we'll just talk about the way it looks. You know, it's a very modern, simplistic looking, as you can see, very minimalistic. I think the word is what I'm looking for is minimalistic. Not a lot going on here, to be honest. It's very flat. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, that's kind of up to your discretion, really. Bunch of shit that they shove down at the bottom, to be real, like services, play places, and parties. I don't think a lot of them had that nowadays, even though when I was younger, like, I guess I'm old now, but a lot of them had play places back in the day, and they were pretty big, at least from the ones that I've seen. They're pretty small nowadays, but I mean, shit, I knew one that used to have like a GameCube in it and like game systems and shit, and I remember that one. It had like a Mario Kart Double Dash in it. That's really dating myself, I guess, because that was a long time ago, but nonetheless, they got a bunch of bullshit. About us overview, we might look at the about us. Leadership, who cares, values, blah blah blah. Real estate, I don't know what that implies, but we'll check that out. We'll also check the play places and parties. Trending now, I really don't give a shit. Family Fun Hub, we might have to see what that's all about. They have community, which I don't even know. We won't really dig into that. And contact us, we're not gonna dig into that either. Of course, we're going to look at the menu, but we'll get to that after some of this other stuff. They got about food, which I guess we'll check that out as well. So about us, our story starts with one man. Back in 1954, a man named Ray Kroc discovered a small burger restaurant in California and wrote the first page of our history. From humble beginnings as a small restaurant, we're proud to have become one of the world's leading food service brands with more than 36,000 restaurants in more than 100 countries. Didn't know they had 36,000. That's a decent amount. That actually sounds like less than what I'd expect, but it's actually a really high number either way. Other than that, for their About Us page, it's pretty nothing really. Franchise info, news and notifications, values and action, investor relations. Not a lot going on here, or at least anything I'd really want to dig into. Recalls and alerts. Actually, never mind. I take back everything I said. What are you guys recalling and alerting? Nothing really. It's kind of just boring, normal shit. I wanted to see like food recalls. Like internet fraud. It's come to our attention that some of our customers have received fraudulent messages claiming to be from or affiliated with McDonald's, asking the recipient to complete an online survey. This is like normal fraud shit, people posing as companies. That's nothing really new. Fraudulent car wrap offer, which I don't know what that's implying. McDonald's has recently received inquiries from concerned customers who have received texts or emails claiming to offer compensation for advertising McCafe on their personal vehicle. Please be advised these communications do not originate from or affiliated with McDonald's in any way. That's kind of interesting. I mean, that's not a normal, that's a weird one. Car wrap, so people, that's kind of weird. I don't know. Why would they even do a fraud like that? That doesn't seem like there's any means to an end for the person committing it, but you know, nonetheless, unless McDonald's is trying to cover their own ass, which maybe they are, but you know. So U.S. real estate, let's see what all this fucking stuff is about. McDonald's looks for the best locations within the marketplace to provide our customers with convenience. We build quality restaurants in neighborhoods as well as airports, malls, tollways, and colleges at a value to our customers. Seen them in airports. Don't know what the fuck a tollway is, I'm not gonna lie. Never really seen them in malls and colleges, at least in my area. At the same time, malls are kind of dying though. So besides that, it's just a bunch of like weird bullshit. I don't even know, man. It's like U.S. development and property management. I don't really want to read all this shit. So the play places and parties doesn't really have much. Fun for kids and stress-free for you. We got parties down to a science. For Happy Meals, cake decorations, and party favors, just talk to your local McDonald's manager. Choose a McDonald's location with an indoor or outdoor play place for even more fun. I didn't even know they had outdoor play places. Never seen one with one, at least. Besides that, they don't got anything, which they got really simplistic pages with not a lot of detail. Family Fun Hub. Welcome to our Family Fun Hub. Discover hours of creative activity activities for your kids and make lasting memories for their next birthday. And wait, hold on. We got digital books and games. We have to bounce back to that, but have a happy birthday celebration, coloring, creating, create your own Happy Meal box. We'll have to see what that's about, but that's kind of weird because it makes you download a PDF. Oh, it's like that. They have you, I'm about to say, what the fuck type of PDF am I downloading? Is it going to be like a weird government conspiracy shit? But create your own Happy Meal box. I guess they ask an adult for instruction number 1, ask an adult for help. Dude, this kid can't do it on their own. They're going to fuck up. They're going to cut themselves with the safety scissors. You need to ask an adult for help. Well, probably if you're going to get to the fucking PDF and print it out, you're going to have to ask the adult for help in the first place. But nonetheless, I guess you just kind of draw shit on and then cut it out or whatever. Seems like it'd probably be too small, but nonetheless, I thought it was going to be some real shit. That's kind of boring, honestly. So let's see. So this is under the digital games and books. Enjoy time together with an exciting selection of interactive ebooks plus games and augmented reality in our own kids app, the Happy Meal app. So they have their own app, and it looks like all of this stuff is under the app, which is kind of unfortunate. They got like a PDF and some other stuff, but like the games are all under an app, which is kind of disappointing because back in the day, they just used to put games online, but now everything's in an app, and that's kind of, you know, a sign of the times, but nonetheless kind of disappointing. So about our food, we're passionate about food. From it adding more balanced options to our Happy Meal to serving up fresh beef, quarter pounder burgers that are cooked when you order, we're always finding ways to show our commitment to our customers and our food. And again, it's all broken down into menus, commitment to quality, what's in the food, our food philosophy. For all these pages, they got them broken down in like these little segments. I don't know why. You could just do one blurb, to be honest, but I guess they just want to break and sectionalize everything. It's just kind of weird the way they do it. So with all the goofy shit out of the way, let's actually get to the good part, which is going to be the menu. So let's see what they got going on with the menu here. So we'll have to, I don't know, they have it sectioned up. I guess we'll start from the bottom, go to the top. So you have the $1, $2, $3 menu with an asterisk next to it. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. So participation may vary, meaning not every place does the dollar menu. We're not going to look over this really because it looks like it just includes things from other menus. So I'll just look at the other menus instead. So under the beverages menu, probably not a lot to see. You just have the general stuff, you know. The general drinks you'd expect. Icy orange lava burst, which I've never heard of. But they have some, looks like frozen drinks. Not really interesting ones. Besides Coca-Cola, that one's probably good. Probably something similar to the one Burger King has. But they have ices. Other than that, nothing too crazy. They have 1% like low-fat milk, reduced sugar, low-fat milk jug, and designy water. I don't know why they include those. No one would really get those, but maybe kids would, so nonetheless. Sweets and treats, which I'm all for. Looks like McFlurries, which we already knew they had them. They got one with Oreo cookies, one with M&M candies. The M&M candies would be the better one because, you know, M&Ms and any sort of ice cream or anything like that is always good. Other than that, they got some basic bitch shit like, you know, shakes, nothing interesting really. Hot fudge, hot caramel sundaes, baked apple pie, chocolate chip cookie, kind of boring shit for their sweets and treats. McCafe coffees, probably nothing really too interesting here that we could find. It's just coffee after all. They probably don't do anything too crazy, or at least I'm not really seeing anything too crazy. You know, basic shit, caramel cappuccino, voltage leche, you know, nothing really too interesting. Happy Meals, you know, not too much to talk about there. It looks like they just include the low-fat milk with every Happy Meal. Don't know if that's something they do nowadays or if you can disinclude it, then pick a kid's drink. Oh, you can pick one a kid's drink. See, I think back in the day you could get like a soda or like a pop with a Happy Meal and they wouldn't give you something like that because it looks like you now have a choice between a milk jug, reduced sugar, chocolate milk, designy water, or apple juice, which I swear back in the day they just let you get like pop with your Happy Meal, but obviously probably something came up where they're like, hey, there's something kind of sus about that, and they probably stopped doing it just because people started bitching, you know. You're giving my kid pop, what the fuck, but also the parent was letting them do it, so nonetheless. Do they even give out toys anymore with Happy Meals? Or do they cut out toys with Happy Meals? I don't know. It's been so long since I've been there, and been so long since I've had a fucking Happy Meal. I mean, I'm old as fuck now, so I haven't had a Happy Meal, but I don't know if they give out toys with them anymore. It doesn't really look like it, or if they do, they don't really advertise it. Looks like they also put apple slices with them, which is kind of weird. That was also something not really back in the day that they had. It just shows, I guess, a sign of the times of them trying to shift the narrative to more of a healthy thing rather than, you know, what the narrative was, which was it was unhealthy as fuck. But nonetheless, fries and sides. Let's see what we can see here. Not a lot, honestly. They got fries, apple slices, and then a whole bunch of sauces. I don't know if any of these are really interesting, really. The most interesting one I think they have is like sweet and sour, and honestly, that's kind of it. These are mostly pretty normal sauces, all things considered. Chicken and fish sandwiches. Don't think there's a lot to see here. McCrispy. I guess that's like crispy chicken, spicy McCrispy. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of barren. Like they have several variations of a McCrispy, which I think that must be something new because I've never heard of it. A Filet-O-Fish and then the McChicken. So they really don't have a lot. Their variety is kind of surprising, honestly, but I imagine it'll probably get better when you go to burgers. We'll see, though. You go to burgers, and I'm kind of surprised because they only have 9. I thought it would have been a better variety once you got to that, but nonetheless, I don't even see under chicken, like chicken nuggets or anything. I didn't see them under sides either, so I'm not exactly sure where they're at. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if like the menu is gimped or like what. That's kind of strange why they don't have the chicken nuggets there. Maybe it's under the feature favorites. We will see, though. So they have the Big Mac, quarter pounder, double quarter pounder with cheese deluxe with more shit on it, I guess. A McDouble and a double cheeseburger, which I still don't understand why they have both these on the menu because there's not a lot different, to be honest. People always ask what the difference is. Well, the McDouble has no cheese slice on the top and the double cheeseburger has a cheese slice on the top. So essentially this one has 1 cheese slice, this one has 2 cheese slices. Don't know why they still keep them on the menu, but nonetheless. Besides that, you have a hamburger, cheeseburger, and a bacon quarter pounder with cheese. We will open up the Big Mac and the double quarter pounder because we're trying to find out which one's the most unhealthiest, because I imagine it's between one of these two, because freaking Burger King was going nuts with like those 1,000 calorie sandwiches. I wonder if any of these will hit that. Let's see, the Big Mac is 590 calories, so it's not too high, honestly, for a burger. At least one that looks like that. That's not too crazy. The double quarter pounder with cheese is 740, which is higher, but I mean, that's still not too crazy, but I mean, that's still pretty high nonetheless. You can get pizzas that are less than 740 calories. Breakfast items, I don't know why. That's like, wow, they got a lot on their fucking breakfast. I don't know why they have more on their breakfast than anything else. Nothing too crazy though, like biscuits, McMuffins with, you know, pretty basic shit on it. A McGriddle, which I forget what a McGriddle is, to be honest. And you have like breakfast varieties like, you know, pancakes with sausage, a sausage burrito, hash browns, oatmeal, which I never knew that McDonald's served up oatmeal, but nonetheless, we will see what is McGriddle. A fluffy warm griddle cakes. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what that is, to be honest. Are they sweet or like what is it exactly? Like, does that add sugar? Maybe a bit, like 13 grams, but honestly, that's not too much for the ingredients. I'm not exactly sure what a McGriddle is. I guess it's kind of, maybe it's more like a pancake kind of, but not exactly. So the chicken Big Mac, at least for now, at the time of the recording this video, is what they decided to include on its own tab, separate from everything else. So let's see what it is exactly, or see how many calories is it. It's 700, which is not too high. That's about where the quarter pounder is, I guess. I don't know what Big Mac sauce is. I've never heard of it. They don't even have that for a dipping sauce. Featured favorites. Don't know why, but this is where the chicken McNuggets are. I don't know why they're in a separate tab from everything else. But damn, you can go fucking crazy with chicken McNuggets, man. You can have 4-piece, 6-piece, 10-piece, 20 piece, or I guess if you want to go off the fucking hinges, 40 pieces. I wonder how many 40 pieces, how many calories is that? 1650. So if you're really feeling fucking unhinged, which probably I don't think the average person would go any higher than 20. 40's probably just for, you know, doing a party or something, or you'd hope. I imagine there is a person out there who bought like the 40-piece chicken McNuggets and just smashed all those bitches, which, hey, you do you, I guess, but also extremely unhealthy probably. I mean, I guess you get 92 grams of protein, so that's all right. You're also getting 98 grams of fat, 125 of your daily value, only a half a gram of trans fat though, so I guess there's that, and only 1 gram of total sugars, which is also not bad. Where's the sodium though? 3,400. Honestly, that's not as high as I would think it would be nonetheless. I think it'd be way higher than 3,400, but that's actually kind of not horrific, I guess, but nonetheless. So with that all being said, that kind of wraps up the main part of the website, but we're going to look at some of the, well, if it doesn't mess with me, we're going to look at some of the older websites. It looks like it goes all the way back to 1996, so we will start there. The first archive was on November 10th, 1996. We'll even see if it works, to be honest. So this is a splash page, at least, with the animation. This looks like 1996 for real. Did you know that it took 3 years to sell 100 million hamburgers, but by our 15th anniversary, we were selling them at a rate of 3.5 million per day. That was back in 1996. They act like 100 million hamburgers is not a lot. Like, that's a lot of fucking product to push. Did you know that it took, like, that's like some, like, you know, it sounds really fucking petty. You know, it took 3 years to sell 100 million. Okay, dude. Low-key flex. Click on the old golden arches continue. Wow, that is very bare bones. Welcome to McDonald's. Just click on the adult or kids to your right to enter our site as a grown-up or a child. Have fun. If you're interested in the fine print now is the opportunity to check it out. I guess we'll click on adults. Wow, this is really, I don't even know, man. Jeez, this is interesting. This is very basic, like really weird looking. I don't know. This doesn't look like 1996, but honestly, it kind of does. Welcome to McDonald's. Order something from the menu above or click on me for help. I need help. Whoa. I mean, I don't even want to read all that text, but I mean, it went somewhere nonetheless. For parents, business info. Let's see. Hot stuff, what's new, hot stuff environment, hot stuff Hercules, hot stuff motorsports. We'll see what they got on the menu. Okay, the picture didn't load in. Feature eyes on the McDonald's Herculean plate collection. You can collect 6 exclusive Hercules themed plates showcasing characters from Damn. Did Hercules come out? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it came out all that time ago. And I wasn't even born at that time, but I guess they were doing a plate distribution for the time. For like, you could collect Hercules themed plates at the time for McDonald's for $1.99 each. Bet you that they're way more valuable than that now, but nonetheless. Even at a careers page back in the day, that's crazy. Let's go to our food. Won't let me nonetheless. Let's bounce back. See if we can go from this tab. The centerpiece of everything we do, valuable nutrition information can be found in our nutrition menus, and you can teach your kids about eating right with Willie Munch Right, not to mention a very special Q&A with the nutritionist. Interesting that they had this back in the day. This was before Super Size Me or whatever it was, the movie or documentary I should say, about like how unhealthy McDonald's was or like supersizing shit was. Interesting that they had this before all that controversy. Honestly, I thought the nutrition information and shit was more like a more recent thing. I know it's existed for a while, obviously, but I thought like putting it on websites and shit was like, you know, more of a later thing. It doesn't look like it has a proper menu, but it does have the nutrition. And honestly, looking through this selection, it looks like they haven't really changed a whole lot over the years. Like a lot of this shit is like exactly the same. Like, you know, McGrilled chicken, hamburger, cheeseburger, fries, Filet-O-Fish, chicken McNuggets. Like their menu has not really changed over the past years, which may contribute to their success, but that's also kind of crazy that really in all reality they haven't changed a lot over the past, at the time of recording this video, really 18 years. So we'll kind of bounce forward a bit, see if it changed a lot coming up on, we'll try next year, like October 13th, see if it changed a lot. Looks like it's pretty much going to be the same. Yeah, it looks like the website's going to be pretty much the same in 1997. We'll bounce forward a bit, like 1999, February 8th, and see if it changed much. They might have kept the website the same for a few years. Well, no, it looks like they changed it a decent bit for 1999. This looking like something truly 90s, honestly. Looks kind of jank, though. It doesn't look like it was very well archived, but nonetheless. Got a lot more, I guess, user-friendly. Has a lot, like, the menu on the right and everything. I don't know, this looks like it's bordering on, like, a 2000s looking website, honestly. It looks like they kept the whole eating right with Willie Munch Right and the nutritionist thing going. It's wild to me, though, that I really didn't consider it a thing. Maybe it was just something I really didn't think about it. That's what I think it is. The fact that they have, like, a careers tab. Like, I guess I just didn't think about it. Like, that was a thing back in the day, like, websites having their career pages as well, but I just didn't think about it because, you know, I was a fucking kid back in the day. At the time in 1999, I would have been, like, a really, really young kid. I don't even think I would have barely been able to talk, so, you know. So we're going to go to 2000 because this is, we'll see if it changed much for 2000. It might have stayed the same, or they might have really, yeah, it stayed about the same. That being said, what they had in 1999 did look like a 2000s website. So we'll skip a couple more years forward, go to May 25th, 2002, see if it changed much. They did change it. Select a country. We'll select USA. It's kind of weird how they set it up like that. You had to pick the country before you can jump in. And no, they did not change the website, actually. It looks like they just changed the way that you access the website, so that did not change any. We'll jump 3 years forward. We're now in 2005. And yeah, no, they changed a decent amount, it looks like. Either that or, like I said, it's the same thing. It's a different splash page. Oh, wow. Yeah, mid-2000s for sure. Wow. Looks like a music video. And it looks like however they set the website up, it did not like to archive like that, so it doesn't look like we'll be able to look at this website. We might have to, unfortunately, looks like the way it did URLs just did not work with way back. So we'll try 2007. Hopefully they changed it a little bit. Doesn't look like they did. Unfortunately, with that splash page, I just cannot access the website. So we'll go to 2010. So 2010, this is a pretty fucking rough website, to be honest. Like, that does not look, I swear websites look better than this in 2010. Like, this is kind of rough, to be honest. Weird because it uses a flash player to load in like the menus and everything. Probably because it does stuff like this. It's kind of funny. McDonald's Happy Meal. McDonald's Happy Meal featuring Ice Age 3, June 19th to July 16th, 2009. So yeah, I guess this kind of looks like an early 2010s website. I can't really remember how they looked back in the day, to be honest. I mean, things change, obviously, but we'll see. We'll do 2015 then 2020, and we'll kind of leave it at that, because at that point, it probably started getting to a certain standard if I can actually access the McDonald's website in 2015. So in 2015, Wow, this is a weird looking website. For 2015, this is a really weird looking website. They had a weird way of doing things, to be honest. I don't know if it's just my modern mind like being like, this just looks weird, but I don't know. It just looks weird for 2015 at least. That's kind of when they did know how to make websites at that point. So this is kind of weird how it's all kind of, it's not really working with Internet Archive that well either, but nonetheless. I don't know, that's just kind of a weird look for their website, but let's try the final one, which will be 2020. 2020 archived like a motherfucker, but we'll do, I don't know, too many requests. Man, you're gonna really put me out like that? So we can't look at the 2020 because for whatever reason or another, now I'm getting the HERM, fail with status 429, too many requests. So they're blocking me from even looking at it, which, you know, that's cool, I guess. I'm getting bullied by Internet Archive and Wayback Machine, but nonetheless, I guess I will conclude our look at McDonald's, at least this side of McDonald's, which is just the main website. Will not be the final video because I plan to do international and another video based on McDonald's since they are now deciding to kind of expand their brand, but that is a look at the McDonald's website. Kind of a boring website, to be honest, and kind of their food selection was kind of boring to look at as well because they didn't have a crazy selection of food like some other places do. Like I said, maybe that'll change with international. Maybe some international places have more interesting food. At least in the US, they got a lot of boring shit. Like, you know, like I said, the menu hasn't really changed over the past 20 years or even coming up on really 30 years, I think, because the website in 1996, at least for the nutrition, looked exactly the same as what they have now. But that was a look at the McDonald's website. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you. Stay chill.